folks, big time Jimmy Larson here, welcoming you to another episode of At the Movies during our Christmas spectacular month. There are so many good movies coming this month, as I said before, for the Christmas season. And today we are going to be looking at a classic, the 1996 Christmas classic, Elmo Saves Christmas. And you know, Elmo Saves Christmas is one of those movies that every single time it's on, you just want to sit down and watch it. The movie starts off with Elmo buying some cookies.
These cookies look delicious, Mr. Hanford.
Great.
Thank you.
And Merry Christmas, Elmo.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Ooh, this is awkward. I was told during that clip that I'm not supposed to be reviewing Elmo Saves Christmas today. I'm actually supposed to be reviewing Ernest Saves Christmas. You can see how I mixed that up. Not sure what to do about this. Give me a minute. Okay, let's try this again. Hey folks, I'm Big Time Jimmy Larson here, welcoming you to another great episode of At the Movies here on our Christmas spectacular month, looking at some of the best Christmas movies ever made. And today we are looking at one of my favorites, the 1988 classic, Ernest Saves Christmas. Ernest Saves Christmas is one of those movies that is so feel good. Every year I used to watch it on Christmas Eve before I went to bed because it just has this powerful message not seen in any other Christmas movie. I mean, there's similar themes, but this one has a unique story unlike any other. And it's interesting because it's an Ernest movie and yet it has this amazing Christmas story. See, in this story, we learn that Santa Claus, he has a time clock, which we've seen as well in other movies like Call Me Claus. But basically, when the time clock runs out, Santa has to find a replacement for himself. And if he doesn't do it, well, then the magic of Christmas will disappear forever. And so let's meet Santa.
Toronto.
Really?
What line of work you in?
Toys, mostly.
No fooling. You been in it long?
Longer than you can imagine.
Yeah, that's funny stuff. So Santa, as you can see, he openly talks about what's going on. He's not afraid to tell people who he is, even though this guy just doesn't get it.
There was a time when I could remember every name on my list.
A lot of contacts.
Oh, all over the world. And now I have trouble recalling who was naughty and who was nice, who asked for a toy truck, and who wanted a bicycle.
Sounds like a database problem.
Can you say oblivious? So in this movie, Ernest plays a cab driver.
Christmas tree.
Hey, buddy, hurry up. I gotta get to the airport.
Oh, don't worry, mister. We'll make that plain. I have lived my life in the fast lane. I have an almost supernatural feel for the road beneath my tires. Thrill driver! Reminds me of my old days on the figure-8 track. And in car number 9, this Ernest B. Worrell, the screaming demon, going for a second track record tonight.
In every Ernest movie, he's always got a wacky or out there job. And in this one, as you see, he's a cab driver. In Ernest Scared Stupid, he was a garbage man. And I did review that movie, and you can check that out in the archives. The thumbnail for that review looks like this. So go check that out after this one if you want, if you haven't already seen it. And if you have already seen it, watch it again. But really, Ernest, this is supposed to be a family Christmas movie. Now, I don't know if any of you caught it in that clip, but he's driving cab number 69. 69, Ernest? Really? Really? Anyway. So, also, Santa Claus isn't much better in this movie. I mean, there's some funny stuff with him going on, as we already showed you earlier. But can you imagine if you went to the airport today with this passport, what they would do? I mean, they definitely would not react like this.
I hate this job.
What, is something wrong?
Is this your real name?
It's the name I'm known by, yes.
Sure. Why not?
Thanks.
So now, Santa needs a cab, and of course, hello, it's an Ernest movie. We need to connect them. So now Santa Claus gets in Ernest's cab, and they're on the way to the guy that Santa wants to see about being his replacement. And along the way, a girl jumps into the car while trying to escape because she basically does a dine and dash and tries to escape. But she jumps in the car, and she meets Ernest and Santa.
Thanks. I'm Harmony Star. Remember that name, because I'm going to be famous someday.
Oh, this is Ernest. I'm Santa Claus.
Surprised?
I mean, seriously, how would anyone react to that?
Oh my God!
So you saw her reaction, and I think it's because she's like not believing in Santa Claus, and she doesn't really understand why Ernest would. But I mean, who would believe in Santa Claus?
I'm real! It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay then. No, after paying with some play money, as you see there, Santa kind of costs Ernest his job. Because Ernest has to let him go. It's Santa Claus. What are you going to do? You know? So Ernest ends up losing his job, and he decides that he is going to help Santa in his journey to find a replacement. And meanwhile, Santa has found his replacement, and a TV host named Joe, who is a children's TV host, and he just lost his job with public access and is looking for something to do. And Santa is going to come along and tell him about the position of being Santa Claus, since Joe has such a great reputation, and he has such a great relationship with all the kids. Santa thinks that he would be perfect to take the job of being the new Santa Claus. And every movie needs a villain. And here's this one.
Oh, jingle bells, checkbook swells, big deals on the way.
Hey, babe, park it in the shade. What do you say? All right.
This guy is great. His name is Marty, and for some reason he constantly thinks that Santa Claus is his real name, because he's not really Santa. He believes anyway. He believes this guy is pretending to be Santa, and he believes that for some reason the guy's name is Santos.
Him a lot.
My name is Santa.
Excuse me, Mr. Santos, we're having... What about now, Mr. Santos?
The name is Santa Claus.
Pretending to be Santa Claus?
Is that who he thinks he is?
His real name is Santos.
Who or what is Santos L. Halper?
Well, now you know who Santos really was. So anyway, so Santa says that his name is Santa. And Marty tells the cops that Santa is actually Santos. So tell me, why is it that when Santa gets arrested for disrupting everything and bothering Joe, as Marty told the cops, why is he listed as John Doe and not Santos or Santa? That's weird. And by the way, good luck trying to run those fingerprints. So Ernest is also kind of skeptic that Santa is actually the real Santa Claus, until...
He's him.
Just like in my Ernest Scared Stupid review, where I pointed out how mean Ernest is, in this movie, he's also mean to kids.
That's it. Yuck it up. He happens to be a close, personal friend of mine.
How did none of us ever see this stuff before? I mean, Ernest's character is pretty evil when you really think about it. So Ernest and Pamela, they decide to team up to try and get Santa out of prison by kind of pushing the envelope that he's not really Santa.
Mr. Santos, how have you been treated since you've been here?
My name is Santa Claus.
Excuse me?
Santa Claus.
Did he say Santa Claus?
I think so.
My good man, you are not Santa Claus.
He is too, Santa!
When Joe is cast in a horror film, Santa shows up and sees that it's a horror film, and he is not happy about it.
I thought this motion picture was called Christmas Sleigh.
I can handle this. What are you doing here?
I own a sleigh. I mean, I don't see what this has to do with...
Sleigh. Sleigh? It's not sleigh. Sleigh. S-L-A-Y.
What?
It's about an alien from outer space, and he comes and he terrorizes a bunch of kids over Christmas vacation.
Terrorizes children, did you say?
Yeah.
What? Christmas? Whoa!
Boy, he'd be really mad if he knew this existed now today. Oh yeah, that's right. 2 of them. 2 Santa sleigh jokes 2 weeks in a row on this show. That's right, I did it. I struck gold. Berg. No, wait, hey, wait a few weeks. Hint, hint. Anyway, so Ernest, at the horror movie set, though, he runs into a little trouble of his own.
A truck?
Yep.
You the snake guy, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Bring him on over here.
So with Joe not agreeing to take the job and time running out, it seems that Christmas is going to be ruined. And the people, well, they're not taking it well. Ernest goes to get the sleigh and the reindeer to try and save time, and like I said, he is evil.
He's gonna kill us! He's gonna kill us!
See, they know it too. Their Santa's worried about Joe being in a horror movie. He doesn't even realize that he's in his own right now with this movie. So anyway, though, Joe sees the sleigh flying, which Ernest is flying with the elves, and Joe sees it, and Christmas spirit takes over him.
It's him. I'm him. Who's him? Merry Christmas, everybody!
Yeah, I bet that happens in meetings all the time. So anyway, though, Ernest, he bursts through the scene, and just in time, as Santa has finally now convinced Joe, after seeing the sleigh, so Joe is now becoming the new Santa.
Is the job still open?
For the right man, it is.
So now Joe is Santa, and Christmas is going to be saved, and he allows Ernest and Pamela to join him in the sleigh as honorary elves for the night, and they fly off into the sky as the movie ends. So yeah, now at the end of the film, with Christmas being saved, now Santa can party on down. Yeah, look at that. Go Santa. Yeah. So that's going to wrap it up for my review of Ernest Saves Christmas. And as far as the Elmo Saves Christmas goes, that is a good movie, and I probably will review it in a future year here on the channel, on the show, because it is a good movie. And there was a clip of it in the It's a Wonderful Life video a few weeks back. If you missed that one, you can check that out and you'll see that. You can check out all of my previous episodes in the archives here on the channel. Make sure that you like each video. Make sure that you hit that little subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when new episodes come out. New episodes of this show are out by every Friday right here on the channel at the movies. And again, we also have a podcast every Saturday night on another channel. The link is in the description below to get to the What's Going Down YouTube channel. to check out the What's Going Down podcast. We have some clips and stuff that are coming out. If you don't want to check out whole shows, so be it. But yeah, we had a lot of that going on as well. And of course, I have my new show, which I put up the first episode of about a month ago, and that's getting a lot of talk about the new show Timeout at the Arcade. So make sure to check all of those out. And next week, we have a big one going on because we've had people have submitted some stuff for next week's review. So next week is the week they're going to be a part of it. It's going to be a fun collaboration with the viewers. And you'll see that next week. If you want to know what movie we'll be reviewing, make sure you check out the podcast tomorrow night because we always talk about it on the podcast. For now, I'm Big Time Jimmy Larson. Thank you for joining us here on this episode of At the Movies and every episode, and I will see you next week.